Hey everybody, Tony D and Little Joan here on a Screenwriter's Rant. We're going to take a look at the trailer for Lovecraft Country, a horror series for HBO. Now, again, I can't really play it like I played before, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a regular formatted reaction video in on BitChute. I can't show you this whole thing because they just and there's a lot of music in it too. But as you can see, it's a period piece. Takes place, I guess, if I had to guess, early 60s, late 50s, down south. And it's about a group of characters that go to what they call Lovecraft Country. Executive producer Jordan Peele. And Lovecraft, for those of you who don't know, the famous horror writer, was also pretty racist. So it's a very interesting mix here because what you essentially got is sort of a horror series that takes place at a time when there's a ton of racism down south, and J.J. Abrams is in on the mix. So, but they're going to an area of the world that's Lovecraftian, I should say. And that is, it's got monsters. You saw the monster there. But it also deals with the racism too. So it's like Tales of the Crypt meets kind of Mississippi Burning. Sounds like the pitch, which is a great idea. It's a great idea. Now it's going to be super woke, no doubt, but it's a great idea because it puts the main characters at a further disadvantage. So not only are they fighting these horrible monsters from beyond, but they have to deal with the local. I'm just going to skip around here. I definitely can't play you this ending because it's got a ton of music at the end of the montage. It's they're playing like old music from that era. So this could be really good. It could be really good unless it gets too preachy, and that would be my one caveat. If it gets bogged down in the social politics, the social politics should kind of take a back seat to it. It should be more of like, damn it, why don't these people like get on board with fighting these monsters? They're so caught up in their ideology. That's the way it should be. It shouldn't be that like, oh well, these monsters even they don't distinguish between black and white. Like it can't be preachy like that. Will it be? I don't know. In this day and age, just looking at that trailer, the emphasis seems to be on the horror, and that's where it should be if it's a horror series. But it looks great. It looks not good. It looks great, potentially. So I would totally watch this series because you would have your main character who probably has to solve all the mysteries. I think he's looking for his missing dad. And he is, why his dad is missing is most likely to do with these horrible monsters, right? And in the Lovecraftian mythos, he's probably gone mad and found an ancient book and has been brought over to the other side and corrupted. And if you follow that sort of Lovecraftian model, really everybody is corrupted at the end of the day. Everybody's corrupted, everybody's doomed, and it's a very dark kind of vision of the world. But that's what makes it great horror. So I think this could be really something to watch. I don't have HBO, but I'll find a way to see it. And hopefully, it could live up to the potential it has. And again, it's very ironic because Lovecraft was, in his writings, kind of racist. Pretty racist. And people call him out on that. And yet, I think the woke Hollywood types who would call him out are using his sort of mythos at the same time. So it's an interesting mix there in that I guess they can justify it because it's like, well, we're super woke and he was racist, but see, we're not using it in a racist context. He never really put, I don't remember a lot of racist stuff in his work. I mean, it was a period piece, don't get me wrong, but it didn't seem to be a platform for his views. I think that was outside of his story writing, but I don't want to get into that. I haven't drilled down that much into it, so please don't lecture me. But Lovecraft Country, yeah, I would say big thumbs up on this.